The news that we heard just before we left yesterday is that Mecole Hardman of the Kansas City Chiefs of all those many years there, he's now a New York Jet. The Jets signed him to a one-year deal. And I turned to you and I'm like, okay, so that's him. Mm-hmm. Now with Alan Lazard, who the Jets just acquired in free agency. Garrett Wilson, your reigning offensive rookie of the year. Corey Davis has been there for the last couple of years. He was a big free agent signing a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And Elijah Moore, who had some brief flashes of productivity in his rookie season as a second-round draft choice of the Jets 2 years ago, and then disappeared from the scene. And at one point was reportedly vocal about disappearing from the scene, and the Jets sat him and told him, stay at home while we go to Denver and lose Breece Hall and Elijah Vera Tucker in the same game due to injury. And then they come back, and Elijah Moore's still back in the fold, and what's going to happen to him? And why am I bringing this up? Well, Elijah Moore, after we left here, became a Cleveland Brown. And the Jets traded him to Cleveland. Young receiver with big upside. The Browns now get him, and they also get from the Jets a third-round draft choice for their second-round pick.
There you go.
And the Jets now have a second-round pick, 42nd overall, right in front of their 43rd overall draft choice. They already hold 2 second-round picks in a row. And just when you think, oh, the Jets will be on the clock for 2 straight picks. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Those are going to Green Bay.
I don't know if they are going to Green Bay,
At least one
both
is.
of them.
Remember, I told you yesterday, they should try to get more.
At least one's going to Green Bay.
Well,
And you were like, he's not going anywhere.
the Browns got more, and now if the Packers want what they got for more, have at it. Or if I'm the Jets, I'm trying to give them 43 so they can get to choose whoever they want to have at 42. They can go in front of the line, in front of Green Bay, because Green Bay doesn't have all the leverage. As I've mentioned, while we wait for Aaron Rodgers. Oh, by the way, Rodgers is still not a Jet. As we have our new graphic, courtesy of Smitch, from the Rich Eisen Show. Sorry, folks, Aaron Rodgers is still not on the Jets.
Sorry, folks.
Is that it? Is that the clip?
Yeah, of course it
Look
is.
at you, Mike.
Sorry, folks.
Yep.
Good job.
Standing
Thank you,
outside the Wally's world that's known as Jets headquarters.
Sorry, folks.
Not there yet.
Give away that all over.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Mike Hoskins.
But as you can see,
awesome.
Joe Douglas working it. The it being, hey, if Elijah Moore can get us a second, and all it does is cost us a third. So what we do is get a pick that we can give to Rodgers. It costs us a third-round pick for Rodgers. And, of course, we lose a very talented kid. But that's it. So we lose a kid that we weren't planning on using anyway and didn't want to be here anymore, apparently. And we'll just take a third-round pick. And so even though they're going to give a second to Rodgers, all it did was cost him a third. I say that's what's called a win. If Green Bay is going to give Rodgers, which they're going to do to the Jets, there you go. And they could still maybe hold on to their second and their first. And next year, in next year's draft, cough up another draft choice that's a sliding scale. If Rodgers makes the playoffs or plays a second year for him, kind of like it. Because it ain't going to be a 1. Nah. Joe Douglas working the board. And the first round draft choice for the Jets belongs to New York. The Packers can go pound sand and sit around and play this game of chicken till their $60 million bill comes due. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.